Well, hello there, my fine folks. I just wanted to shed a little holiday cheer, and considering we are about to enter a new era, a new year, coming into this holiday, I have a feeling we might not sleep very much. So I figured I would prepare a little something in case I didn't feel like I was in the mood to do in the moment, and I could just use this as my plan B. So welcome to the plan B. You're my plan B. Hope no one here needed a plan B. So without further ado, I just wanted to wish everyone a very happy holiday ahead. I know we're getting started early, but we are here for the Bad Santa toy drive. Now, I know some of you naughty boys and girls are getting on the list this weekend, so I figured I would give you a little something to think about in the meantime. Pardon me while I bring up my words here. Now, some of you might call this a poem, so to speak, or it could be known as an antidote. Let me get a little comfortable. Take a little sip of my gin and juice. Okay. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays, too. And happy Hanukkah. And happy Kwanzaa. And all the other things that I can't think about right now. We're going to slow things down a little bit. Excuse me if you don't mind, Mr. DJ. I would like everyone, if you don't mind, look me in the eye and hear these words. Breathe in through your nose. Can any of you do this right now? I hope you can. Let's try this one more time. Hands like this. Breathe in. If you didn't sigh loud enough, I want to do it one more time. Breathe in. One more time for good luck. Get over here, eggnog jelly Wally. Give me a little kiss, Mrs. Claus. Love you, Jules. So, Noah and Jules, your birthday is coming up. And although this is not a birthday gift by any means, this is actually a little reading for you all. I love this poem. It's one of my favorites. And I'd like to share it with you. And again, this is not just a poem, but more like an antidote, maybe for humanity. And it's called The Invitation. I'm assuming you might have heard it, but if you haven't, listen up. I think the words are very crucial in this time of all of our lives. And it's by Araya Mountain Dreamer. The Invitation. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventures of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you've touched the center of your own sorrow, if you have been opened by life's betrayals or have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it or fade it or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own. If you can dance in the wilderness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes without cautioning us to be careful, to be realistic, to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me, the story you are telling me, if it is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another, to be true to yourself. If you can hear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul, if you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty even when it is not pretty every day. And if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand at the edge of the lake and shout to the silver of all full moons, yes! It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after the night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. And I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company you keep in the empty moments. Because if you can, it makes moments like these so much more gratifying. So thank you all for listening. Thank you for feeling. Thank you for being, each and every one of you, whoever you are listening right now, because I love all of you, especially my dear ones here. Nora and Dylan, congratulations on a life together, and thank you for inviting us here. Carla, San Juan, back and forth from Florida, staying in Texas for an extra month, always bringing your bubbles and your sparkle everywhere you go. Thank you. We're so proud of you and the woman you're becoming. And Jules, the love of my life, the person I feel like I thought I was looking at myself when I first met, and it hasn't ever changed. It's only gotten better. Thank you for sharing your time, your life, your heart with me. Thank you for knowing that I will back you up and have your back in the darkest of times, as well as lift you up on the brightest. You are my twin flame, I believe, and I feel so much for you, but I've learned a lot about myself through the friends here in this room, and especially all the other ones that are joining us, whoever's here. And maybe even if I'm just talking to myself, to the computer and technology, and maybe the NSA is going to save this and play it for their grandchildren 1,000 years from now and say, be more like that. What do they call him? Santa Monica? I don't know. Anyways, cheers to you all. A happy holidays. It's a wonderful month to an end of a year that's been ups and down roller coasters for many, but we're here to smile. We're here to have a good time, and we love you all. So cheers.
ولو حتى بعد عني في قلبي هواك تملي معاك تملي في بالي وفي قلبي وانا بنساك تملي وحشني لو حتى بكون وياك تملي معاك ولو حتى بعد عني في قلبي هواك تملي معاك تملي في بالي وفي قلبي وانا بنساك وحشني لو حتى بكون وياك
Shukran, Habibi. Y'all, y'all are my Umris. That's all I gotta say. Peace out. Cub Scouts.